This is the Burr-Oak model M5-STCOS single tube cutoff line, including a two-coil payoff reel, a two-plane straightener, hitch feed, and a cutoff, which is a pull-apart mechanism, run-out table. We have dies, for 3/16 1/4" and 3/8 inch. That includes for the two-plane straightener and the pull-apart cutoff attachment.
Yeah,
all right.
And we're showing that the 3/16 dies are on there. As a matter of fact, this thing came stocked up with tubing. So yeah, the whole front end here. I just got a piece of plexiglass up over here just so we can kind of see what's happening with the cutter head when it's cutting and turning. Covers, if you look over the top, it's right down on the floor over there. So pull apart attachment, like you mentioned, that's going to happen pretty fast because we're not pulling apart, so it happens in the blink of an eye, but it works fine. And I've kind of got all the flow control valves and the timers somewhat set up. It all needs to be tweaked once you load up some tubing in there. So there's the cutter head switch, the clamp ball, hook clamp mechanism cylinder, the bars. The rod's all in pretty good shape as you come across here. My out of stock stop switch is just laying loose on there right now because they're moving that around. But yeah, we can show the die set here. Got one right here. I'm just going to hold it without going back. That's that. And clamp that down so we make our switch. I'll show the other set real quick. Should be good to go here. That's this guy's here. I said those are 3/16. That's what was in the machine when it came to me. And before we even turn the air on, I can fire up the head, the electrics maybe, and I'll come back, turn on the air, and we can play around with the controls. The reel, that was a double-sided reel on here. This lifts it up for rotation. It does work. I've got a wire on here just to short it out as it's running. I checked that before, so when the copper hits the bar on either one of these, it does stop the drive. And junction box here. One feed motor there, and of course the brake line is down here, which would be for the brake cylinder and brake shoe, which I didn't tie back into the valve. I'm sure that's fine. Single action cylinder. Lower manifold, all pneumatics valves down here. The two main manifolds, oilers, they all have to be set up still. These guys here. And coming up to the control panel, we've got the lower switchgear assembly. And standard controls with the microprocessor. You can kind of see all this. We'll go over that in a second. The processor, I can kind of page through it here a little bit. I'm on batch counter 0 because I ran the batch out. Feed counter, pieces per minute we're not running. So batch set point, we go up to 130 pieces. It'll shut off on its own. I've got one feed per piece going on here. That's all I need really. Shift total is the total I've run since I've been playing with it, and then some. That's how it came in. Batch counter is at 0, so that'll be clocking. So I'm gonna start the motor. Did I mention the books are here too? I guess you got these though. So we've got some decent manuals in here, electrical schematics. That's all good.
Okay.
And we'll fire it up. Now I'll go turn on some air. Like I said, I've got the glass here, plexiglass, just so we can kind of see what's happening with the head if anyone's coming in on that. Looks good, sounds good. And we'll turn on some air. I can't do much more than that without air. So in hand mode, let me turn on the air. And in hand, we can go reverse feed, which will basically just bring on the uncoiler. You turn that on, sends the cylinder forward, that's taking off. And I can slow that down or speed it up right off the pot here. That's going pretty slow. And that's going pretty fast. That's about 50% there. So we'll leave that go. Go back to the standard reverse operation, reverse feed. Extend pull apart. It's going to be right here. And that's going to happen pretty fast because we're not pulling apart anything here. We're cutting here. That's that. And here's cutoff. If you stay right in there, I'm just going to send the cutoff in manually, which is all set up off of this guy here, which is still loose, which is the proc switch, which tells it how far in for the cutters to go. I've just kind of ballparked it. Now if I hold it, okay, And you'll see all this happening during the auto cycle, so that's that. So all we have left to do right now is we can watch the batch counter. I'm gonna flip over to auto and just hit cycle start, watch things happen. I'm feeding in about, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches or whatever. Let's fire it up and see what it looks like. We'll fire it up with pull apart off, and I'll turn it on while we're cycling. We'll see how it all goes. Counting up. And now I'll turn on pull apart right here. It'll happen quick, but really quick. That would take a lot longer if we had tubing in there. If you notice with the pull apart on, you see the reel feeding off and on. It tries to in between pieces. I'll shut off pull apart. And it's the standard feed now. That's running pretty good. We're up to 21 pieces. Should have set it for a lower number we just cut out earlier. HVAC set point 60. There we go, let's see where we're at. I made it 60 and we're up to 36. It's still a little ways to go, but if you wait 15 more pieces, it'll shut off on its own, theoretically. Eight more to go. Pieces. That works well. And shut off the air. And motor off. Air's off. Punch it. And this would go down otherwise. That's kind of how it looks here.